So when I started training, when I was 14 years old, I basically already grew up with a type of mindset that allowed me to always stay disciplined, right? So the mindset is what got me disciplined. It's not the discipline that got me the mindset. First, you need to change your mindset, and then you gotta adjust your habits to that, right? And your habits will automatically adjust when it comes to your mindset. If you change your mindset, if you change your internal being first, your habits are going to follow that. So basically what I did when I was 14 to build mental strength, because training is not only about physical strength, it's also about mental strength. And I'm going to be talking about that in this video today. So mental strength is basically that you're mentally capable of handling a lot of stress, turmoil, and basically trouble, right? You're basically able to handle those type of situations to where you stay calm and you're good. Training really allows you to do that. Now, of course, most people are going to say training is physical. Like training is not going to enhance your mental being, right? But it is. When you look at David Goggins, for example, the motherfucker is very strong, got a lot of endurance, right? Like he's physical in great shape. Like he can do a lot of physical stuff, right? But what is more important than that? It's the mental. His mindset is just absolutely out of this world. Nobody in this world has his mindset. Like it's absolutely insane, okay? He keeps on running for miles and miles and miles on end without getting ounce of doubt in his mind. I mean, he probably gets doubt in his mind, but he just keeps going because of that mindset that he got, because of the discipline that he owns. So I'm going to be explaining you 3 cheat codes that I used to do and that I still do to elevate my mental strength. So let's get into the first cheat code. And the first cheat code is training outside and alone. Now, why is that so important? When you in the gym, first off, it's comfortable because it's warm, no rain. You don't got to worry about the weather. It's very comfortable to train in the gym alone. There's not a lot of things that you need to worry about when it comes to rain or it being cold or the wind or whatever type of shit. You got all the equipment in the world. You don't need to worry about nothing. So mentally, it's very easy for us to just go to the gym, get the workout done, get that out of the way, and go back to what you was doing. But what if you would change that and we would flip the script? Instead of always working out with people in the gym and working very comfortable when it comes to it being hot in the gym and you're just comfortable talking to people, you're making that little conversation with that girl over there, with this guy right there who talks to you, whatever, you're laughing in between each other's sets, which is fine. But what if I told you that we would flip the script into something totally different, something that is usually very uncomfortable for people, which is training alone and training in the cold. Now, training in the cold actually prevents you from feeling comfortable. Now, why is that? Because it's fucking cold, bro. It's very simple. When you in the cold, you don't want to stay in there because our bodies are not designed to stay in the cold for a long amount of time. We are designed to survive. Basically, what we want to do as a human being, we want to survive. So staying outside in the cold is usually what we would like to reject. We would like to sit in a comfortable space that is comfortable for our body when it comes to temperature and the weather and stuff. But when you outside and you're alone, you are your own person. That is what matters the most, because now you're basically going to be testing your discipline in order to actually achieve a certain type of workout. So let's say you need to do 1,000 push-ups or 1,000 pull-ups. I'm just naming something up. And there's a lot of people around you encouraging you to do the 1,000 push-ups or pull-ups. Are you going to do them? Probably, right? The stress is low. It's comfortable. People are basically telling you to do it. People are encouraging you to do it. So motivation is very high. Dopamine is high. But what if you would be in a place like outside in the calisthenics park or in your damn garden where it's first of all cold outside or it's extremely hot. It's just uncomfortable, basically uncomfortable temperature, and you're alone. So basically you are the only person that can encourage you and God. How would that make you feel? Most people would definitely quit. Nobody wants to sit outside in the cold weather while it's raining, windy, the bars are outside are wet, like you're slipping, it's dirty, the floor is dirty, you got dirt on your hands from doing the push-ups. It's very nasty. People don't like to do that. But this is one of the most important things that you got to start learning to do is, first of all, being by yourself, because not everybody is going to be around forever. First of all, your parents are going to die. I'm sorry, I just got to point it out like that. Your parents are going to die. Your friends are not going to be there as long as you might think. Most of your friends, matter of fact, aren't even real friends. Okay, so the people who are encouraging you in the gym are not going to be encouraging you when you take them outside in the cold. Some will. Don't let it get it twisted. Some will. But most people, they just want to be comfortable. This is why so many people are like quote unquote losers nowadays, right? Because they only search for comfortable situations, comfortable feelings, basically staying in the comfort zone. But what you want to do is get out of it, because that's where the growth is at. So when you go outside to a calisthenics park or your garden, as I said, only thing you need is a floor and a pull-up bar. Sometimes you don't even need a pull-up bar. You just need the floor. And you go do the most minimal workout ever. First of all, you're training your delayed gratification. What does that mean? Delayed gratification is basically you putting in a certain amount of effort or a certain type of effort, and you don't see any type of results just yet, but you're going to be experiencing the results later on, long term, delayed, right? It's delaying the results, which nobody likes to do because everybody wants quick dopamine. Everybody wants the results right now. And I can't be the type of guy who says, oh, I don't want that shit. Like, no, I'm like that too, bro. I was that little loser not that long ago. Okay. So I was enjoying these quick little dopamine things. I still do. I still sin. I still fall into temptation. But a lot of people, they want to keep doing that, right? They don't want to improve. The only thing you got to do to actually just improve from this issue that you got is go outside and do something difficult so that dopamine goes down. But after you complete the task, dopamine goes up. And this is the most important thing. You want to get your dopamine skyrocketed after you do something difficult so that motivation is high. When motivation is high, you want to do it again. It's a continuous loop that I want you to take, basically. Do something difficult so that dopamine goes down. You don't got no result from nothing. You put all this effort in, but you ain't getting none back for it, right? After you're done with that, dopamine skyrocket. What happens when dopamine skyrockets? Your motivation is back. The reason why people feel lack of motivation or why they not motivated is not because they don't really want to do a certain thing, but it's just because their dopamine is always very low because they've always been spiking it through short-term gratification activities like drugs, porn, smoking, women, all this shit, right? That's basically the issue with most people today. They just want to search for dopamine right now, instantly, but they don't know the fact that dopamine is going to always go down, even below the baseline after they complete a certain task that was not that good for them. So what I want you to do is pick a difficult task, do it again, even if it's fucked up and it doesn't feel nice, just keep on doing it because dopamine is going to go up after it and you're actually going to be grateful that you did it. So let's go into cheat code number 2, and that is training high rep calisthenics. Now, if you are part of my Bars Only Academy, you know that high rep calisthenics is my way of training, right? It's basically what I call mental strength training. Of course, it's build muscle. Of course, it's going to build you endurance. Of course, it's going to build you a good physique. Look at my physique. My physique is basically only built through calisthenics basics. I don't really do a lot of weightlifting. But what I want you to do is focus on high rep calisthenics so that you can actually get the mind trained. Now, why is that? When you go in for a simple three sets of 8 reps, pretty heavy weight, but like moderate, 1 rep in reserve, almost a failure. That's pretty difficult. It's mentally tasking. It's physically tasking. But when you do a set of 50 push-ups and the entire set takes like 3 minutes, or you do a set of 100 push-ups and it takes 3 minutes to complete, and you stay in that resting position, not taking your hands off the floor, not putting your knees on the floor. That's basically what trains your mind because you want to quit every single rep and you got such a long way to go. With 8 reps, you're done in 40 seconds and it's good. You get the rest, which is mentally pretty easy. It's good for building muscle. It's going to get you results. And of course, it's still going to get your mind stronger. But what I want you to do, and try it just for 1 day a week. If you want, join the academy. You can learn it in there. But what you should do is take 1 day out of the week where you're just doing high rep push-ups and high rep pull-ups. That's the only 2 exercises I'm asking you to do. Do any type of repetition number that you're very uncomfortable with and do that for sets. About 5 to 10 sets. I'm telling you. Minimal rest also in between. I'm telling you. You're not going to want to complete it. You're going to be like, bro, I want to actually quit. I just want to go back to my 3 sets of 10 or 5 sets of 12 or 4 sets of 10 or 2 sets to failure. Go ahead and do all of that shit still. You can still continue your regular training routine. But what I want you to do is just pick 1 or 2 days out of the week where you're doing high rep push-up and pull-up. And high rep is very subjective, right? So high rep doesn't mean that you need to do 100 push-ups in a set. Most people can't even do that. What I'm talking about is high rep for you. So what is your high rep range? If 12 push-ups is a lot of reps for you and you can do only like 3 push-ups in a set and you want to be able to complete 12, that's high rep, okay? That's a lot of reps for you. I can do like 100 push-ups in a set. So doing 1,000 push-ups would be very high rep for me. That would be very tasking, right? Mentally tasking, basically. Let's say you need to do 10 pull-ups or you want to be able to do 10 pull-ups in a set or just in the entire workout and your 1 rep max is only 1, then 10 pull-ups is going to be very challenging for you. And that's the good thing about it. So you want to basically push yourself. Are you serious? So you want to basically push yourself to the max every single set and every single workout as well. Only 1 day a week. I'm just asking you to do it 1 day a week. Let's go to cheat code number 3. Cheat code number 3 for mental strength is training and working fasted. The thing about working fasted, so basically not eating before you do any type of activities like working or working out, basically going to train your mind into being satisfied with what's already in your stomach, which is basically nothing. The benefit of fasting, not only fasting, but especially not eating before any type of activity. So that doesn't really have to be 10 hours of fasting. It just has to be not eating before you do any type of activities like working out, meditating, whatever you do. Let's say you have a 9-to-5 job and you need to do a shift. Don't eat before, that type of stuff. You don't need to fast for an entire day. The benefit of it is that you're way more alert during that type of activity. These are some productivity hacks, but just listen to me, all right? So basically, you're going to be more alert. So you're focusing more on the work that you're doing. You're going to be focusing more on the training that you're doing. Also, when it comes to working out, when you eat a big meal before, even if it's like an hour before, your body is still going to be digesting that food. When I eat a meal before I train, it's usually like literally 2 hours before, and then I go train. When your body is still digesting all that food, your body is not going to be properly working during the workout. You got to have blood flowing to the muscles, right? Don't flow into the muscle that you're currently working. Let's say you have a chest day and you got to have all the blood to the chest. Listen, it's not going to happen when you have all the blood to your guts digesting the food, because that's where all the muscles and that's where basically your entire body is active at that current moment, is in your guts digesting the food. If you don't want to eat before, fine. That's like the best thing that you can do. But if you still want to eat before, bro, these damn fireworks, bro. Little kids. But if you do want to eat before, I highly suggest you eating around 2 hours before you actually go train. You'll notice a difference instantly. Every single time when I eat like a big meal before I go train, I or feel sluggish, or I feel just lazy, or I skip the entire workout because I just don't feel like it. I just feel slow. I feel like a turtle, bro. When I do not eat before, I feel fast, I feel awake, I feel alert, and I can complete the workout way more sufficiently. So what I want you to do is just try it out for 1 day a week. Again, I don't want you to have no high pressure activities going on in this video. Just take this step for 1 day a week. Pick a day where you're basically not going to be eating until you have all your tasks, workouts, work shifts, whatever completed. And then after that, you eat a big ass meal, a really big meal, like a meal with like worth of like 1,000 or 2,000 calories. And then after that, you have another one. And then that's the entire food day for you, basically. That's what I do almost every single day. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat basically lunch. I only eat late midday or evening, so dinner. That's basically what I do. I eat about 3 meals a day every single day, and it doesn't include breakfast or lunch or whatever. Sometimes lunch, but breakfast is always skipped. The reason why is because when I eat first thing in the morning, I automatically feel sluggish and tired, so I don't do it no more. I first, for example, right now I'm recording videos, and then I'm gonna actually go eat after I'm done recording videos, and then I can kind of chill. Just like lions do. Look at a lion. Have you ever seen a lion eat before they hunt? No, they eat and then they go sleep because that's their recovery process. When it comes to hunting, they hunt on an empty stomach because they're fast. They are hungry. That's literally what it is. Humans work the exact same way. We just don't look like lions. That's the only difference. And what this does for your mental is you're gonna become more grateful towards food. Every single time I don't eat, doesn't matter what type of food it is, I just appreciate it way more, bro. When you appreciate stuff way more, you just start to appreciate life way more. When you would start to appreciate little things like food, which is truly not a little thing, it's a life necessity, but most people don't view it as a life necessity because it's so easy accessible, right? You can go to the store, get some muffins, get some popsicle, tarts, whatever, and you could just eat them and stuff your face with Christmas, and you don't even see food as like a life necessity no more. You just see it as an addiction. You just see it as something fun. Oh, we're gonna eat tonight. Oh, I'm gonna eat little marshmallow fluffins, whatever. Marshmallow fluffin cakes, whatever. You see it as something fun and something dopamine, right? But it's a life necessity. Food is something that you should use as like fuel to your body. That's what food is. Food is not for you to enjoy. Of course you enjoy it, but it's not for you to enjoy. That's not the purpose of food. The purpose of food is for you to function. So you kind of want to see it as that too, and you want to appreciate it as something that makes you live, because food is basically the fuel to your car, right? Without fuel, you have no car. The car can just sit there and just rot away, just like a body, just like you. So when you appreciate food more, first off, you'll start to appreciate what goes into your mouth. Pause. When you'll start to appreciate what type of food it actually is, because a lot of times when you eat the entire day and you snack here, you snack there, is it still recording? You snack here, you snack there. A lot of times you don't even give a damn about the food no more. You're just doing it for addiction. You don't appreciate real food. But when you have fasted the entire day and you've completed tasks, you've been productive the entire day, you feel good about yourself. After the day is over, you complete all your tasks. You eat this big meal with nutritious food, meats, rice, greens, more meats, eggs, whatever. You start to appreciate that food so much. And the beautiful thing about it is that your body saves those nutrients more than if you would eat the entire day on some bullshit like marshmallow fluffin cakeys and popsicle pop tarts. Your body don't give a fuck about those nutrients, okay? It's gonna pee them out. So what you want to do is have a meal where it's actually nutritious and it's only 2 times a day, 3 times a day max. I was in a period of time where I wanted to gain weight. I still want to gain weight, but where I wanted to gain weight and I was eating 4 to 6 meals a day, sometimes like 6 to 7 meals a day. Stuff in my face, basically. It made me grow, but my whole day was just messed up. First off, I couldn't even focus on work no more. Reading was out of the equation. Couldn't focus. Couldn't write down my goals or my videos. Couldn't even record videos because I was so damn full and tired all of the time. I basically just wanted to sleep. I couldn't even train. So that's why I changed it all up. And I said to myself, let me not eat before I train and work and do all these activities, all these important tasks that I need to complete, and then eat after so that I remain all the energy in the first part of the day. And then at the end of the day, where it's needed, you can rest. Then you can start the recovery process from the training and all the mental tasks. That is the most effective way to go about your day, in my opinion. Try it out. If those 3 tips help you out, just subscribe to the channel. It's a win for both of us. You'll get more videos and I'll get more money. But just subscribe, all right? I'll see you in the next video.